Hello toy fans and welcome to my kitchen. It's nice having a YouTube channel. I can talk about my, in length, I just little short videos on Twitter. I covered this on Twitter on like 4 videos and they're all like 2 minutes long, but I'm going to give you a proper 1984 Kenner Return of the Jedi Y-Wing. Nice, clean, working, complete. Of course, I didn't buy it nice and working and complete. Instead of just dropping $300, I like to spread it out, you know. $100 maybe for the thing, but then like 25 bucks, 50 bucks a couple times. You know, once a week, spread it out. It comes out to be about the same money, if not cheaper, if you can find a deal. But I started, well, I didn't really start. And just over the years, the Y-Wing, the body, and like maybe those thrusters on the end, casual fan will think, well, that's complete. Well, no, it's not complete because it has 8 struts and a bomb and a gun on top and 2 missiles in the front, you know, which is what I'd heard most of the early 2000s. This complete, missing one part now, it's missing more than that. I had a couple of shells, basically. Never dug into one. They say they're hard to work on. They ain't bad, if you're careful. Auction 3 years ago, I picked up a Y-Wing. It had the campy. Had the guns, I had the thrusters and the struts and the ends. No bomb, no gun. Okay, well that's a start because usually you never find that stuff, the hard stuff. Kept it, boxed up with a bunch of others, kind of just picked at it. I went along. Last fall, there's a local his video game shop. He gets some toys, but I don't really go in there enough. He doesn't get enough stuff for me to go in there all the time to look. Well, anyhow, he had a Y-Wing. And it didn't have the gun, but I had, you know, the holder, the placeholder, and I had both the caps. And I think I had, no canopy. I was like, you only want 15 bucks for it. And I was like, I'm grabbing that. Okay, so I had a donor. And I had 2 donors, and I took them both apart and looked at the electronics, and based on the stickers, and the condition, and the color, I decided the one I picked up for $15 was in better shape. So I stripped off the struts, I stripped off all the parts, gave everything clean. The only problem was 2 of the struts on the end. The ends were broke. I think I got them on the inside, on the bottom. It broke off inside. I was like, well, I was going to drill them out. If I drilled them out, they came out. So I thought I was going to have to drill out the whole peg. So I saved the ends and glued them on. And they don't take to a plastic weld. So I Gorilla glued them on, Gorilla Glue gel. And then I done some sanding to kind of smooth out the bumps. I couldn't get them the center. They was too far whacked and gone. And then I used that plastic weld. It doesn't adhese it, but it does melt it enough you can kind of smooth out the roughness. So I clipped it all together. So I needed a missile and I needed a gun. I got the gun first. It wasn't that bad. And then the best deal I could find was on this bomb. It's not damaged. The description said it was damaged, the peg, the 2 pieces. There's a male and a female. They said the male was damaged, but it was just loose. And expensive that thing is, and it's rare. I didn't want it falling off, you know, just in storage or on display. So I just used like a little piece of electrical tape, stuffed it on the end of the male, inserted it. So, and then I decided I got me a Luke Whoops, we ain't got to that part yet. Luke is a pilot. I give her a push every once in a while. I'm keeping batteries in it. I want to walk up. And then I found I had R2D2 stickers. And I wanted to use them. But I didn't want to use R2D2. I wanted to use R5D4 because that's your only choices. And I found me an R5D4. He's on the cheap. He was damaged. He was a little melty. One of his feet were a little melty. I cleaned all that up. I checked and double checked and triple checked. It was not a red bar. But I had a big scuff right down the middle of it. So I took off his sticker. I sanded off that scuff because I didn't want it to shine through. And I used a reproduction R2 sticker. So I call him R5D2. R5D2. So instead of a... I mean, they're surprising. Usually you find a good R5D4 in good shape because they sit in that spot and they don't get messed with. But this one was pretty ate up. I wanted to get me a nice vintage droid, give him a little attitude, bring him back to life, give him a second chance, sitting in my Y-Wing. Get a good shot of that, boys. Look yonder. Man, that's a good picture. Oh, that's cool. That's my Y-Wing. Enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you, boys and girls.